Hi guys, this is Young Neil from Advanced Property Strategies and welcome to this week's update on the cash cow. As you can see, the slab has been poured on the last update that we did last week. They were just pouring the concrete. Now the concrete has been set, it's been laid and it's looking awesome. Let's do a quick tour, hey? As you can see, there's pipes there. There's also frames that I wanted to talk about very soon, and I want to talk about today why I love low set builds. When I started building and doing builds back in 2005, 2006, 2007, right, as part of my journey, I started doing high set homes, right, in suburbs like Bulimba and Wakeley, which are high-end suburbs in Brisbane back in the day especially. And you know, we were doing a lot of high set homes, 275 square meters, 300 square meters, even 400 square meter homes, right? And they just took forever. So I'm just going to turn the camera around and do a quick walk around. But yeah, 3 reasons why I love low set builds, as you're probably figuring out so far, is that they are so much faster. When you've got high set homes, you've got scaffolding, which is quite expensive relative to single story homes, which generally don't need scaffolding. So it's faster, it's cheaper, and it's a lot more resilient to construction as well. So I'll give you an example here. In terms of faster, you don't have any scaffolding, and they've only got one level to do. So this particular slab is around about 200 odd square meters. I'm going to get 5 tenancies on this, roughly around about 280 to 320 bucks a week. You can see some piping there. That's going to actually be 2 en-suites next door to each other. Obviously they don't have access to each other, but it's going to be, those are another 2 en-suites and kitchenettes there, with those 2 rooms that extend towards the back there. You've got another, one set of ensuite and kitchenette here, right? So it might be hard to visualize. I know maybe you are architects and you can visualize this, but in this low set place, around about 200 square meters, each room is around about 30 to 40 square meters, including the patio. So with the single story, it's just so much faster. In terms of dollar per square meter rate, i.e. the build price is a lot cheaper as well. Something like this is around about, mid threes, 330, 350K, which is expensive from a dollar per square meter rate. If you're building a typical, 4-bed, 2-bath project home with a project builder, 200 square meter home can be roughly 220,000. So you call it roughly $1,100 to maybe $1,300 a meter on the top end. This is closer, to the top end there, because it does have extra kitchens, extra bathrooms, en suites, and things like that. So, but having said that, something that's 2-story, which is a 5-bed, yes, it's going to be a bigger footprint. It's going to have more space, don't get me wrong. But the way that some of my clients have designed it, a bigger home like that, it's probably closer to mid-4s to high-4s. So $450,000 to $470,000 versus $330,000 to $350,000. So yeah, something like that, can take 5 to 6 months, closer to 6 months to build. Something like this can be punched out in somewhere between 3 to 4 months. So it's a lot faster, more efficient, easier to fund as well. In particular, there are certain circumstances where you should be building 2-story. In this particular instance, even though the area median price is around about 800 grand here, 800 grand, I'm more than happy to do low set. More than happy to do low set, simply because it's a very cost efficient build. The road is quite busy. You do have the train in the background as well, which is probably a 5-minute walk away. So this building is definitely purpose built for multi-occupancy or rooming accommodation, as you like to call it. Definitely purpose built for it. So I'm more than happy to reduce those costs. I am going to be building a building next door to that. So this is one of 2. When the second one comes up, it'll all make sense. At the moment, it looks pretty cool actually. It looks like the block itself, the house itself is sitting on 2 blocks, but it's not. It's actually sitting on 1 block. And on the left-hand side there, coming onto this wall, I'll just give you an idea. This particular wall that I'm lining up myself with, that's going to be a common wall. So in between those 2 buildings, that wall is going to be physically touching the other building that we're going to build down the track, maybe in 3-6 months time. And then at the front there, behind that framing, is going to be the car accommodation. I'm actually not going to build carports. It was a good suggestion from the builder there. I was going to originally put some carports up, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to have concrete hard stand, as they call it. There's going to be a common driveway up the middle, and it's going to be hard stand whereby people can just park their cars left and right. So with these buildings, all up, there's going to be 10 tenancies on 800 square meters. The rent's going to be roughly $300 a week each. $300 a week each. They call it $3,000 a week in rent. And yeah, there's going to be approximately 7 car parks on site. So otherwise, the people are going to be able to park on the street. So yeah. So yeah, no, I'm really excited to be sharing that with you. Like I said originally, we're pushing for a 10 to 12 week build time frame on this, which puts it around about July, mid to July, 10th to 15th of July is where we're aiming to have this built by. And yeah, I'm really excited to be able to have that tenancy income come through. Some of you might be concerned, okay, is the tenants going to be there? I believe so, simply because we've got brand new product. We've got something that is going to be custom made to the marketplace. It's going to be brand new. It's going to exceed expectations. When I get close to the date, I'll walk you through the specifications of the fixtures and fittings that we've got inside the place. So yeah, obviously, yeah, it's going to be fitted out with some really cool stuff. I'm going to give them washing machines, as well as big fat TVs, probably going to be furnished. So yeah, so the tenant will have a presidential suite experience. So yeah, anyway, long story short is, yeah, hope you've got some value out of this video so far with this cash cow update. On Wednesday night this week, I've got a webinar talking about how to find profitable deals in turbulent times. So I hope you can join me. It's nyoungproperty.com. So NHAN property.com, nyoungproperty.com. Check it out, and yeah, catch you on Wednesday night for the live broadcast on how you can